Welcome to Repertoire Wednesday with my dad, Dr. Joe Tranquilla.
Thanks, Everett. Today we're going to take a look at Tabula Rasa by Don Macdonald. The Latin phrase means blank slate, and here refers to the acknowledgement of the seemingly limitless potential inherent in each child. Now, I've chosen to talk about this piece today because my wife and I are actually awaiting the arrival of our third child any day now. The composer had a specific image in mind when composing this piece. He writes, "A quiet moment between a mother and child, when the mother sees the potential of the precious life she holds in her arms." The text of this piece comes from the composer's wife, Alison Gervin, who is also an amazingly inspiring conductor teacher based in Nelson, British Columbia. The English translation of the Spanish text is as follows. "In my arms, breathe. Life without limits. Sleep, dream, rest in safety. With your heart, your soul, listen and know this truth. Within you are boundless futures. If you are given freedom. Freedom to grow, freedom to learn, freedom to love, freedom to be loved." I've conducted this beautiful piece with several choirs, and it's always a big hit. But when I conducted the recording of the Canadian Chamber Choir, my first child, Everett, was just about to be born, and it was especially meaningful and emotional for me as a new dad. We performed it many times before then and since the release of that album, but our performances in Newfoundland in September 2015 were especially moving. This piece is featured on the CCC album Sacred Reflections of Canada, and you can check it out at canadianchamberchoir.ca by clicking on Media. What sets this piece apart is the emotional impact it has. Such a gorgeous marriage of music and poetry. The form of the piece is simple, with enough repetition to be as memorable and comforting as a lullaby. But it's really the climactic moments that the composer uses to absolutely beautiful effect, which can capture the imagination of the audience. When working on this piece, the conductor needs to keep several things in mind, I think. The first is that there are a lot of vocal demands of the singers. They have to sing very low in their register and very high. There's also a lot of divisi, so parts have to be carefully assigned and balanced. My favorite moment in the piece probably comes at the very ending, when the altos and tenors repeat the word respira. And I always just picture one of my children as a baby in my arms, resting peacefully and just breathing. This piece is published by Cypress Choral Music and is part of the Canadian Chamber Choir series for accomplished choirs. For details on how to order this music and to check out more great repertoire, be sure to visit cypresschoral.com. The CCC series is one of several great collections curated by outstanding Canadian choral conductors. That's it for now. See you next Wednesday for more great Canadian repertoire.
Thanks for listening.